Let us turn to the phone line for somebody who is third in Stanford history in most passing touchdowns, behind Andrew Luck and John Elway, and that is Kevin Hogan. How are you, Kevin?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on.
You bet. So what is your relationship with John Elway? Let's just dive right into this, Kevin.
Just two former Stanford quarterbacks right now. Not much other than that. He's someone that I really admire and look up to, and I really admire what he's done with his post-football career and everything that he's done with the Broncos.
Sure. And while you've been on campus there and he's been back, did you ever have any conversations with him on the sideline, on campus, or did he ever pick up the phone once you were following in his footsteps? Anything like that, Kevin?
Just very briefly, sometimes when he'd be back for a spring practice, just a little hello here or there. Last year, we were fortunate to have him as an honorary captain in the Pac-12 championship game, and he gave a speech, and I got to talk to him briefly after that. But, he's a busy man, and he's doing a lot of great things, so his time is precious. So it's always nice to get him around here, even if it's only for a little while.
Yeah, and he's a busy man trying to find the next face of his franchise at quarterback, it seems. And a lot of people are connecting dots between him and a certain Stanford quarterback like yourself. Have you heard those rumors at all, Kevin?
I'm hearing a lot of things, and
okay.
I'm just hoping for the best situation possible.
Sure.
And they have a lot of great things going on over there. Certainly coming off of a Super Bowl, they have a lot of great pieces to that team, and if I was able to go in and contribute, I'd be extremely excited about that opportunity. But right now, it's out of my control, and I'm just trying to enjoy the process that is the draft and kind of see where I fall.
Process is a good word for it. Actually, that's a benign word for it in many ways. So what team have you worked out for any teams specifically, Kevin?
Yeah, so I've worked out for Philadelphia, Tampa Bay, Baltimore. I visited Cleveland, San Diego, and Tennessee, and Miami have come out as well.
So you've met with a ton of people. Has there been one that you felt, I nailed it? That felt good. These guys got me. I kind of got them. Did you ever one in particular?
I felt great about all of them. I felt confident in all of my workouts, in all of my interviews and visits, and that's good. A good feeling to have coming off of. I think that the team that most resembles the offense that we ran here at Stanford would be Cleveland and Philadelphia. But I felt very confident after each of those visits.
Kevin Hogan, Stanford quarterback, three-time Pac-12 champion and Manning Award finalist, Davey O'Brien Award semifinalist, joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. How good is Christian McCaffrey, Kevin?
He's the best player in the country, and he is. Every day, even in practice, he just does something special. And the thing that's best about him is he's such a good teammate. He never settles. He never becomes complacent. He brings the most out of everyone around him, and that's great to see, especially as a sophomore. When you see someone like that take on a leadership role, and I know he's just going to continue to get better. He stays hungry. He always keeps that chip on his shoulder. So I'm excited to see what he does for years to come.
Yeah, well, and his dad played ball with Elway. You know what I mean? So if you need some information, can you call Christian to say, Ed, what are you hearing? Can you do something like that?
Christian actually is one of the guys who's always in my ear about Denver. So his dad does a radio show out there. So he's always talking to me about what's going on in Denver, and so I get that about once or twice a day from him, kind of jokingly. But it's a lot of fun talking to these guys about what I'm going through and what they're going to be going through in the next couple of years.
Yeah, my show, The Rich Eisen Show, just started in Denver this very month, Kevin. So you're speaking. Maybe Elway's out there right now in his office, tuned in, hearing this conversation of us connecting some dots. What would you, if he's out there right now? What would you want him to know, Kevin? What would you want him to know?
Just he knows what kind of player I am. Hopefully he's watched the tape. Hopefully he's seen the improvements that I've made since the end of the season. And it just depends on what they're looking for in their organization. I feel like whatever team I go to, I'm going to be able to contribute. I'm going to learn and develop and be able to help them in whatever way that I can.
And what's your relationship with Andrew Luck like?
Andrew's been awesome. He's just such a great resource for me to reach out to. His phone's always on, able to talk to, whether it's just talking ball or asking for advice about kind of the process that I'm going through right now, the combine, how to handle just interviews and workouts. And so he's great. He always comes back. That's one of the best things about this program is that our guys in the NFL always return for workouts in the off season. So I got to spend a good amount of time with him, just picking his brain and kind of seeing what's going to happen for me in the next few months.
So when you call Andrew Luck, do you hear when he picks up? Do you hear him flip his phone open? Do you hear the flip when he opens it, Kevin?
He does still have the flip phone. I asked him about it. He was in town recently, and I asked him about it. He said, it's a $20 phone off of Amazon or something. Why would he go out and spend hundreds? I was like, I'll just leave it there.
Yeah. You have to just leave it there because what else can you say? Especially Stanford guys. I mean, Trent Edwards has this virtual, football company that he started. I sit next to your coach on NFL Network draft night. David Shaw is part of our draft program again on NFL Network, Kevin. And he has like all of this stuff on one tablet. I've got these books, I've got these massive amounts of books, and he just sits there with his tablet, and he calls stuff up in his own handwriting, by the way, on his tablet. He's unbelievable. Is there anything I should, any hint I should drop or something I should say on the air to get your coach's goat that he'll know it's from you, Kevin? What do you got? I'll do it.
Let's see.
I will do. By the way, whatever I'll give you a second to think about it. Whatever you come up with, I will absolutely use on NFL Network the Thursday night of the draft on live television for the first round of the draft.
I've got something for you.
Okay, Kevin Hogan, go for it.
Okay, so whenever Coach goes out of town, and we'd be in spring ball, he'd have to go to a coach's meeting or something, and there would be this robot that he would video call in, and he would be able to control. And so he would bring this robot into the meeting room and have his face on the screen, controlling this robot, participating in meetings, coaching us from wherever he was in the world. And we're all freaked out because, it's Coach in the room on a television screen connected to this robot, and we're like, wow. We just can't get away, not even for one day.
So should I call him Robo Shaw? Is that what I should call him, essentially?
You just got to ask him about the robot.
Ask him about the robot and call him Robo. That's freaky, Kevin. See, there's Robo Shaw, and Andrew Luck's using a flip phone. What's going on?
Exactly. I don't know.
And before I let you go, Jared Goff may be number one overall. What can you tell me about his ability? I know it's a Stanford man talking about a Cal guy. But what can you tell folks in Los Angeles, where it seems like he's coming, about Jared Goff, Kevin?
Well, I've gotten to know Jared over the last few years. Whether it be at a camp or at a whatever media day or something, and he's a really great guy. He's an unbelievable talent, got a great arm, and I think that whatever team he goes to, he's going to have success. So I root for him, root for all the Pac-12 guys, and wish him the best in his career.
And I wish the best to you, too, Kevin. When I was at the Combine about 3 years ago, in addition to running the 40 in my suit, I took the Wonderlic. Do you know your Wonderlic store for this year?
I do not. I probably got to figure that out. Hopefully I did better than I thought, but I'm not sure about what my score was.
I got a 36, Kevin. So when you find out what it is, you call back in and you tell me if I beat you, okay?
I'll let you know.
You got it. Kevin, thanks for calling in. I look forward to seeing you draft in the NFL and seeing what you could do on Sundays.
Thanks for having me on.
You bet. That's Kevin Hogan, at KHogie8.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.